Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a team that I stole from a viewer, kinda. I changed a little bit of one moveset here, or like maybe two movesets, I guess. With this team, we're going to have a team here with AVALUGG, the Primeape, and the Annihilate. And I found the comment here under my video for the Zamazenta, so shout out to you. Definitely, I read all of the comments, so like I see when you talk not so nice things, and I see when you talk nice things. So definitely feel free to leave a comment if you want to say anything. I see every suggestion, I see everything. So if you have like a team that you think is great, a team that worked out well for you, down below on the comment section. I might consider it then for a video. You know what I also might consider? Ice Punch on Primeape. As you're gonna see here, this move is quite lovely by Gliscor, and we basically win the first battle without losing a single Pokemon. And so you're going to see here today as well a lot of very nice games, and as you most likely see from thumbnail or the title, I haven't done either yet, we're going to have here a 6-game win streak with this team and a 5-0 set. So yeah, this team worked out super well for me. And here you see also why I changed the moveset. They were running Ice Fang, Crunch and Icy Wind. I am running Avalanche, Earthquake and Ice Fang. This allows us to be fair, I could actually see Icy Wind being a good move on this Pokemon, I have to say. Like, just saying that real quick. But I kind of want to have Earthquake on it because I see a lot of Poison-type Pokemon currently floating around. And while an Avalanche is still a very strong move and still does very similar damage, it is not going to do as much damage as a super effective Earthquake on the Pokemon like the Weezing or especially the Tentacruel, where Avalanche is resisted. And so I kind of want to have a little bit of coverage against Poison-type Pokemon, because if you see the backline here for this team, it's going to be two Fighting-type Pokemon, which don't really have the best play against Poison types. While the opponent lacks here a little bit, we would have won anyway, as they have a Licky in the back. So moving on, we're going to have the Golurk against us here in the lead. That's going to be a very favorable lead. As you will see here, Ice Fang is chunking away the opponent's health. This Pokemon here, AVALUGG, is honestly such a strong Pokemon, and I can't wait to try this one out for the Open Master League. I literally just built this Pokemon for the Open Master League as well. Was only 125,000 starters because I had one lucky at level 40 already from like when basically level 50 wasn't available. And so that was definitely something I do enjoy having because it is very cheap and is a very solid Pokemon that I would actually imagine going to even have play a lot in the Open Master League. So definitely stay tuned for that review as well. Open Master League is going to be available next to the Little Cup next week. I actually took a look today at both of the metas already. I have my teams kind of built for them, like the top 10 teams. The video is going to be most likely live on Tuesday and Monday, so stay tuned for them. But yeah, the Little Cup meta is actually maybe a little bit more interesting than you might expect. You're gonna see it in the video. But yeah, the meta itself definitely looks like an interesting one. Even though Smeargle is definitely the best Pokemon there, it's very unlikely that you're going to encounter a lot of Smeargle. And there are a lot of very cheap teams that you can build. And yeah, generally speaking, you're gonna see it anyway in the video for it. As you're gonna see here, we're gonna see the full farm down with the Primeape here. As they decide to go for an Acid Spray, it's not going to knock us out. In comes the Golurk, in comes our AVALUGG, and we can just farm them down. Next up, we're going to have the Feraligatr, which is definitely the worst possible lead that I could imagine. We're going to have here, next up, the Rayquaza going to connect, going to be able to get a bit of damage. We're going to have another Rayquaza connecting here afterwards. This is going to be fine. As we will see as well, Rayquaza is going to connect and get, an attack boost against the Mandibuzz. That is not really as ideal, I would assume, as the Ice Punch now is coming through. It is going to allow us to get some shields here actually from the opponent. And I think we still would survive an Aerial Ace, but I don't really want to risk it because the opponent should be kinda unaligned here, and so I decide to swap out of here and catch a move. Let's see what this is going to be. It is going to be the Aerial Ace because I kinda want to swap out afterwards into the Weezing, and that is perfect for us. Why? Because we're going to have Avalanche. I should have maybe went and tried to go for the Earthquake, but I kinda want to get just the opponent low. And as you will see as well, we were able to get the shield. That is very important, as now we can also use a shield? No, we're not. We actually do use a shield. On the last second here against the Overheat, this was really important because now Avalanche is not going to be enough to knock them out, but Avalanche is going to put them even into range where Karate Chop is going to be enough to knock them. But as you're going to see, we don't even need this because we're going to be able to farm them down with our AVALUGG, but they decide to swap out into the Feraligatr. You can retaliate with a Primeape here. Primeape, the only really expensive Pokemon from this team, by the way, so otherwise it's definitely very accessible. Primeape is worth it to build, by the way, for the Ultra League. For the people I saw like some being like, oh, I will not build my Primeape, it's so expensive. You could even use a lucky one. If you have like something like a 12, 15, 15, just build this one if it's too expensive for you, because it's going to perform very, very similar, if not even maybe even a bit better, because you have some CMP tests, for example, that you're going to win. So you don't even actually have to spend that much Stardust if you have, for example, a lucky Primate or something like this that you want to build. It's definitely still worth it, and going to be even cheaper because you need a few less level. As you can see here, the opponent gonna go down just to those fast moves. The next opponent is my nemesis. Like, you maybe know him still from the last season where he denied me Legend several times. Of course, at the end of the day, I hit it while I think even beating them. It's going to be Mr. Shinx, also someone who watches the channel, so shouts to you. Again, there's no big rivalry or anything like this, it's just hilarious because I lose quite often against this player. And so we're going to have here Clefable against our team. Our backline definitely weak to fairy typing, but we have our Saysop here of Primate being a little bit faster than the Clefable, allowing us to get the KO before they can get a shield from me. And so we're going to be now in a very comfortable position, and they don't know that I don't have close combat, and this is something I'm playing for. So, what do I mean with this? I'm going to now CMP tie with a Rage Fist against the opponent, hoping that the opponent decides to use a shield here, expecting me to have a close combat. And yes, it is going to be happening here. We're going to get the shield. I can use a shield as well. And we are not running close combat. We're running Ice Punch. We're not going to reveal it though. We're going to go for another Rage Fist. And now, if they use a shield, I'm going to be risking it and trying to go for an Ice Punch. If they would have, not used a shield, I would have gone for back-to-back Rage Fist because it would have been enough to get the final shield anyway. But like this, we have shield advantage, we have switch advantage, we have Pokemon advantage, we win the battle. Like, there's nothing they can do anymore. They realize it as well, and we can move on to the next opponent. Oh wait, this is going to be, me claiming the 5-0 set. This was the first set here of this team. And this team worked out immediately. So let's see if we're going to be able to get another win here. We're going to have a great lead in terms of Guzzlord. Guzzlord is going to be great for the entire team here, actually, as our entire team has play against this Pokemon. And we will see the Burleswing coming through. Weezing coming in. I could have went for maybe the Earthquake, but because the opponent is a Shadow variant, I decided to go for the Avalanche, because it would most likely do enough damage anyway, and I can even get another move off. And this is going to be now a very interesting scenario, because I don't need to keep my lead alive, but I kind of still want to, because, I don't know, like, I fear the opponent is going to have Hyper Beam. Oh, shite. That's going to be a bit difficult. We're going to, use a shield here now, and I guess we try to get them low, but they can still even get another move, and so we kind of threw away the game here by letting go the Hyper Beam. I think it's going to be game over, right? We have 3 Pokemon left and just my Annihilate left. And so, what is my play here now? My only play is to go for the full Farm Loan. This is the only thing that I can do here at this point, and I hope that they don't get to another move, and they don't get to another move, allowing me to get up to 2 Rage Fists. And all of a sudden, this game is in reach again. We have energy, we have an attack boost only against 1 more Pokemon left, and it's going to be a Donphan. We have to be a bit mindful, because I'm not too sure if a close combat actually going to knock them out. Very likely it would have, but I decided to go for a Rage Fist, and this was a safe play. With a little bit of lag here, we're still going to be able to go for the Rage Fist again, and this is going to be a KO, winning us this battle and moving on to the next opponent. Meloma in the lead. This is going to be a hard counter to this team. Like, this is going to be very difficult to still win this battle. As you're going to see here, they're going to have Superpower. Superpower, they go straight for it. They don't even want to bait. They decide to just go straight for the Superpower, and they decide to swap out into Typhlosion. I have nothing for a normal Typhlosion. Even the Shadow variant would have not been that bad, because Counter does more damage against it. No, we're going to have here a Pokemon that one-shots every single Pokemon of our team, even without the Shadow bonus, and that's going to be a bit of a difficulty. As you're gonna see, we're gonna be forced to let the Blast Burn go through. We're gonna be forced to go into our Primate now, and we try to go for the Rage Fist. We have a bit of lag here, but we can still go for the Rage Fist in time before they can go for their own charge move. And if I can swap out of here, I might be able to just go for the... I should have went for the combo play. This was actually a big mistake. I should have just been for the combo play of going for an Avalanche here. But they swap out now anyway into the Meloma. Sadly, I don't have close combat. This is the one game where not having close combat really hurt me, because now I would have been able to knock out the opponent here. Close combat definitely would have knocked them out here from this range, looking at the damage that we just did. And now we're going to be in a spot where we have to rely a little bit too much on the AVALUGG, as the opponent can still go for another move. And so this was definitely a bit of a, annoying situation, not having the close combat in this scenario. But we will see here that we're at least gonna still get rid of the Typhlosion. We can see what the opponent has in the back. If we had a chance of winning this battle with that close combat, maybe? I could see a way of winning this battle if I didn't be in this position currently, because I don't have close combat. I definitely see that there could have been some play, but it is what it is, and we can move on to the next opponent. we can cry later about it. But we can also cry again that we're going to have the Feraligatr in the lead, allowing us to go for a Righteous here before they can go for a charge move, kind of resetting the disadvantage that we had from swapping out, because yeah, we kind of got to the move on fast move before the opponent, allowing us to kind of negate that. And so we're going to see here Ice Punch coming through against the opponents. Yeah, Viridian, I think it's called. Viridian coming in here. We have the shield coming up. It's going to be a very likely Leaf Blade. And my next goal is to catch the Leaf Blade onto our AVALUGG, trying to get as much energy still on both of my Pokemon, while Leaf Blade is going to be neutral here compared to, of course, the fast move and the Sacred Sword. This is going to be way more easier to take. And as you see as well, the opponent stops onto the Feraligatr. I am going to be able to go for another Avalanche here. And I'm fairly certain I can take a hit. I should be able to take a hit. And yes, I am going to be able to take a hit, but the opponent's going to be forced to use a shield here now. They are already still... Oh wait, they don't. So they're completely low now. But they're still going to lose here. They have a 2-shield Primeape, a very smart play. I have only Annihilate. Wait. There's a one way. There's a one way of winning this battle. There's literally just a one way of winning this battle. And this way is to go for the Rage Fist here. Hope that they go straight for their move, which they did somehow. Rage is not going to knock us, we can swap out of here and we have a bit of energy here left. And if they use a shield here, we win. And they do. And this is a ginormous mistake, because now I can get to another move, this is going to take the KO, and with this we're going to be able to win this battle. And this is going to be it for this one. Second to last battle here, we're going to have the Annihilate in the lead. This is going to be a matchup that is not as great for us, but we're going to still try our best here. We're going to have the Say-Swap, of course, of our Primeape. We're going to go for a Rage Fist. As you're going to see here, it doesn't do even half of the damage which we saw already against us before. And so, yeah, this matchup, I think this matchup was a bit of an annoying one. We're going to talk a little bit about it later on. But as you can see here, we're going to get to another Rage Fist. And I was very, very much surprised on how fast the opponent got to this charge move here. I thought we would be able to get there in time, but we were not. And I'm forced to let the move go through. There was no way of me using a shield here, because I have to rely on my Annihilate winning the CMP time. We saw a little bit of lag here, and we see here I go for the Rage Fist, the opponent goes for the Rage Fist at the same time. And what we see as well is that the opponent is just getting the move off and I don't. And I give the opponent a free fast move because of this. So this half a turn lag basically in the beginning kind of changed the entire dynamics here, because now we are shield down. They still have a Pokemon in the back that's very difficult for us to deal with anyway in terms of the Feraligatr. But it is just, like, if I won the CMP tie, for example, I have 2 attack, like, it is very likely that I could have won the CMP tie. The entire match could have been a different one. Like, the entire match could have been a different one, especially looking at now the Licky in the back. There was a lot of potential here for us winning still this battle. And it's just annoying that there is, like, this inconsistency in every single game, kind of, where you have, like, this one-turn lag, which completely can cost you a game. And so, yeah, we're going to lose this battle. There's nothing that I can really say about it. We're just going to lose this battle here. We try our best to go for the full farm down, which was our only win con, because we needed to get out of this matchup with a move stored, while the opponent didn't have this move stored. But yeah, that is basically impossible, and so we're going to move on now to the next opponent. Chansey is going to be here. We're going to have also a Clefable. A Clefable is going to be fine as well. As you will see here, Rageous is going to get the attack boost onto us as well, and we can just try to play this one out. Another Rage Fist is going to connect now against the opponent. Let's see how this is going to go. It is going to get another attack boost, of course. We're going to be able to get the opponent quite low. While using a shield here, expecting a Moonblast, it does work out. We can go for another Rage Fist. We got the attack drop here, I think, from the Moonblast. Literally, it is such a channel meme. It is literally such a channel meme there, where every single time the opponent goes for a Moonblast, they get the attack drop onto me. Every single time. It is madness. Anyway, we're gonna have the Swift Key coming through. We're gonna be able to get the KO against the opponent, and this is gonna be fine, because now we have alignment again. Let's see what they're gonna have in the back. It is going to be that Weezing, and we have to, of course, align our AVALUGG. We do some solid damage here, especially thanks to the Avalanche plus Earthquake, and we're gonna decide to use a shield here, which is a bit risky. It's a Brutal Swing. That is going to make this very, very difficult. But then again, there's going to be a Licky coming in, and that is going to make it a little bit easier. Luckily, they don't run Shadow Ball, they run Earthquake, which is the most common one currently, apparently. And so we have the Rage Fist on our side, boosting our own attack, and we can go for the full farm down here, which is gonna do some nice damage against them. And Earthquake does not knock us out here, and we should be able to get out of this matchup with a bit of energy left. Not enough to go for 2 moves, but enough to get to 1 Rage Fist here, which is going to do some stab damage. And get the shield, which is very interesting, because now we can see for a final time how nice Earthquake is as a coverage move on the AVALUGG. And we will see again that the Earthquake is going to be enough to get the KO against the opponent, winning us this battle. This is also going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye bye.